This 33-year-old American woman traveled overseas to Pakistan to marry a 19-year-old who she met online, only to get rejected in person once him and his family found out that she had been catfishing him as a white blonde lady the whole time. And she did not handle this rejection well, because instead of going back home to New York, she refused to leave the country and demanded the Pakistani government for $100,000 so that she could make Pakistan great again.
I demand from the government more than $5,000 in USD to make Pakistan a better place. Good night.
Why pay for Netflix when you have Onijah in Karachi?
You talk too much.
Okay.
We don't know what you're saying.
So this New York woman, Onijah Robinson, traveled to Karachi, Pakistan to meet her 19-year-old lover, Nidal Ahmed Memon, in person. From what I've read, it seems like Nidal was still down for it, because at the end of the day, he would still be getting that green card. But once his parents saw her, they quickly shut that down, and he ultimately rejected her, leaving her heartbroken. Onijah wouldn't take no for an answer, so she literally camped out in the parking lot of his building, and his family wanted nothing to do with her, so they literally abandoned their home and ran away in hiding. The area that Nidal lives in is a tight-knit community, so everyone quickly got word of the American woman camping out in this parking lot, and she somehow became a celebrity.
I'm not talking unless y'all giving me land and 2,000 or more every week. You hear me?
Within days of her rejection, she had full-on press conferences demanding the Pakistani government for money. What's interesting about this is that Onijah gained popularity not by filming herself, but by others filming her. Just take a look at how many cameras are pointed at her. I'm not quite sure how she got newsworthy in the first place, but once she got on the news, it was quite obvious why she was newsworthy.
You talk too much. Okay. We don't know what you're saying.
Imagine going to another country and telling one of its own citizens, we don't know what you're saying. Her courage and her sassiness has made her a walking meme.
It's private. I'm Muslim and it's against my religion to tell y'all my business.
Okay, that's a line that I am going to use.
I'm not talking unless y'all giving me land and 2,000 or more every week. You hear me?
I aspire to have that much confidence. Imagine flying to another country, becoming so viral that you say you won't talk to the press unless they give you land and $2,000 a week. Love her or hate her, you gotta respect the hustle. The fact that she doesn't limit the money by saying $2,000 or more.
2,000 or more.
She then takes control and reverses the roles by interviewing the people interviewing her.
I'm getting my Pakistani passport and Pakistani ID. I'm getting it. Do y'all agree? Mind your business.
What?
Do y'all agree? Mind your business.
Not asking do y'all agree and then saying mind your business. What's interesting about this is that as her fame increased, so did the amount of money she was asking for.
2,000 or more. I demand from the government more than $5,000 in USD. Give me 3,000 a week. Give me more than 5,000 or more, 5,000 to 10,000 USD demand. I'm asking for 100K or more. That's a demand to the government. I want 20K up front. I want these demands to be straightened out right away.
Despite asking for all of this money, she never seems to elaborate and provide plans on how she intends to use this money to make the city a better place. But she's standing on business, and honestly, her courage and her passion is somewhat convincing. She even tried to shut down a hotel, demanding higher pay for its staff and demanded new management.
I want all the workers to come to the front. They shutting this place down. This place is no good. It's gonna be under new management. You can pay all the workers in here $50K a piece every 2 weeks. Thank you very much.
I don't know what she does for work, but with her bravery, courage, and her bit of sassiness, I really hope someone gets her a job in business or marketing. Someone's got to get this lady her own TV series, because honestly, that is something that I would pay to watch. So this guy dressed in the green is a man named Chippa, who is the founder of a non-profit welfare organization named after himself. He heard of Onijah's story and the challenges she faced while in Pakistan, so he reached out to her, and his group did everything they could to provide her hospitality. And although she wasn't always respectful,
that's it. Listen!
He wasn't cracking. He did whatever he could to make sure she felt safe and welcomed in the country. And as he provided care for her, she became more viral, and it seemed like everyone in the city found out about her failed love story. Apparently, this turned into what a Pakistani TikToker is calling an episode of The Bachelor, with all the single men in the city coming forward trying to swoop her heart so that they could get that green card.
Now it's kind of become like an episode of The Bachelor, where all the creeps of that area, like some of them who are like half in their grave, like 60 years old, 70 years old. There was literally one guy who was blind. He was actually blind. And they're all coming out to the media And they're like, you know what? If that guy doesn't marry her, I will marry her. And they are saying the most ridiculous and ludicrous shit. And they're like, yeah, but if she gives me $100,000, I will marry her. The blind guy is like, yeah, I'll marry her, and I'll get to go to America. And probably I'll fix my eyesight. I'll be able to see again. And when I see again, I will marry a nice, beautiful woman. It is absolute batshittery. Absolute batshittery.
Onijah achieved celebrity status while in Queen status while in Pakistan. There's videos showing people walking with her like they're her bodyguard and literally carrying her suitcase.
Look at this. I mean, she's a celebrity.
She even formed a team which includes actual police officers.
I feel great, Shabana.
You want to go back your country?
It's private, but no, I do not. I'm from Pakistan now. Everybody, this is my team.
Okay.
Yes, hi.
She's literally got an entire army by her side. She's got Chippa and the members of his welfare association. She's got police officers, and she's got all the single men in Karachi. This is truly fascinating to see. We're only in the second month of the year, but Onijah better make the top 10 stories of 2025 list. Someone claiming to be her son came forward and said that Onijah has been going through mental health issues. Chippa got word of this and took her into a psychiatric hospital so that she could get the help that she needs, but that didn't last long because apparently she ended up escaping and going to a McDonald's, and her order became a meme itself.
Big doubles, burger, large fry, extra salt, 2 apple pies, and a large wonton. Make that another extra fry with extra salt. That's it.
Wow, she ordered 2 of everything. How nice of her to not only feed herself, but considering feeding Chippa as well. Okay, so it actually turns out that the food was all for herself. I'm sorry, but it's kind of funny how when Chippa starts speaking Urdu, she gets scared thinking he's ordering for himself and quickly says, that's it, like she's the one paying for the food. It kind of makes me wonder if she were to actually get this absurd amount of money that she's been asking for, would she actually put it towards the city?
Unfortunately, एक लड़के ने उनसे ऑनलाइन झूठ बोला, उन्हें धोखा दिया. वो परेशान हो गई.
She was the one who was deceived? I don't know about that. Traveling all the way to Pakistan just to get rejected by your internet boyfriend and his family who then run away in hiding will definitely break someone's heart. But let's not forget that this is a 33-year-old woman who allegedly catfished a teenager. Now aside from that, this is a beautiful story. What's really nice to see about this entire story is that despite Onijah's unpredictable and sometimes rude behavior, the citizens treated her pretty well. She's an American woman who overstayed her visa, and the people had no reason to listen to her extreme demands or care for her at all, but they were just so fascinated. One thing that this story has shown is that although some of the people of Pakistan may be poor, their hearts are rich.
अपनी भरपूर हॉस्पिटैलिटी से पाकिस्तानी अवाम की तर्जुमानी करते हुए उन्हें ये बताया कि पाकिस्तानी एक्चुअली बहुत अच्छे लोग हैं, हम इंसानियत के
It's interesting to think that if the roles were reversed and this were a Pakistani woman who went to the US, if the citizens would have treated her with the same amount of respect and hospitality. So Onijah originally landed in Pakistan in October, but due to how much the people seemed to love her and her refusal to leave the country, her stay lasted much longer than intended. A video posted on February 7th shows Onijah in the airport, finally on her way to head back home to New York. And when you travel across the world, it's not uncommon to have a stopover. You may land in a different country and then from there catch a different flight to travel to your final destination. And that's exactly what happened with Onijah, except there's one problem. She didn't get on the second flight.
If you don't do something, I'm gonna burn your face. And let's see if you touch me out here in the streets. I'm dead ass. I'm not playing. I swear to God. Make a decision.
Here we go again. So Onijah had a stopover in Dubai, which was perhaps her plan all along, because in a press conference that I showed you earlier, she talked about moving to Dubai with Nidal and having her baby there. Honestly, in a way, I aspire to be her because she is getting free vacations and tour guides in cities around the world. But she's got a big problem because the laws in Dubai are a lot stricter. What she did in Karachi, the law enforcement in Dubai, they're not gonna let that slide. Apparently after this video where she could be seen swearing, smoking in public, and threatening to burn a man's face, she was detained. And as of now, no one knows where she is. Since the reports of being detained, she has not been seen. But one thing is for sure, I am invested in this story. I would pay to see her get her own reality show, just touring different cities around the world and showing how beautiful the people of that country are. As of now, we don't know where Onijah is, but as news comes forward about her whereabouts, I'll continue to update y'all. If you did enjoy my video, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. But that's officially gonna do it, so until next time, it's been IvanSteff.